Hello and welcome. Right, well, I don't really think you need me to point out what we actually did in this session. It was really one of those culmination sessions which I really would advise you to watch because a lot went on and you're like, what, how come you've got this and 140,000 in the bank? Well, it's difficult to explain everything, but we did finally, yeah, I put a sell point down that obviously the modified one, because you giants don't like you doing what I've done and what other modders do, but I've done it anyway. And we managed finally to figure out, you will notice it is very much like a small farmer's kiosk, but it is in the BI colours, so it's yeah, it's a Hickory Brook Farm one. I might actually do something about that and make it into BI Industries, because I'm quite sure I can figure out where that is and actually do it. But you've seen the red and the black with a bit of a battered look to it as well, a bit of dusty colours. It's not the pretty one that was made by Hickory Brook, but it's the BI Industries one, and it will say BI Industries at some point going forwards. It's another one though that's got all of the bits and bobs missing. I'm not sure it should have, so yeah, I might be able to fix that. That'll be me doing something not quite right, but it works. That's the main thing. I managed to tweak it after quite a bit of time, as these things never take just 10 minutes, as you sort of think. But yeah, I'm well pleased with the modding and how we're beginning to make this look like our own as well. So yeah, so that's the ploughing finished as well. So wow, we're doing well on that. As we're pulling the field, so all we've got left to do is this and this. Our preserved food factory is busy, as we can see. We've also filled it with, yeah, just got the carrots to fill, which we've still got some in storage from last year anyway, so we could fill up. But I thought, well, why would you do that? That's taking chunks out of that one. Potatoes, is that the potatoes on, or have we switched it off? No, it's working. Yeah, it's not on. Yeah, no, they're all glowy, slightly glowy. So, yeah, the triple soup, the red beet. So they're all good, yeah. And they're all getting there. So we've done the parsnips. We now need to just do the carrots. As I said, we could do it, but I think, why would you do that? So let's grab the ones that we've grabbed. So we now have a massive enclosure that should see us right the way through to the end of the Let's Play. We're not worried now about the fact that we're on reproduction 40%, because we are now got an enclosure that's real a monster. We've got no food in it yet, and that's the health on those is not responding to my lack of food. That's going to be done next session. Yeah, we're going to finish the carrot field off, and I'm going to get these fed. We have got plenty to mix of our, but I'm going to grab 60 tons, a full lorry load. In fact, let's do it now. Yeah, we can't do this. So this is, yeah, the culmination of all the years we did very well. Obviously, we've moved the animals, which took most of the session, whilst the parsnips were being harvested by our beautiful harvester. We leased which we want to be sending back at some point, Mr. Smith, as soon as the cameras have, and I hope I remember, because I am an absolute terror of forgetting this. The one thing I did make, mistake I made, I did the Zun hammer, and I thought, hang on a minute, haven't you got a slurry tank? Why are you leasing a Zun hammer when you've got a 20-ton Kawago? It's weird, I've sort of got in my head, oh, no, that's not what we got. Oh, no, you're not, you're grabbing it from there, you're not actually paying for it. It's because, yeah, let's just go stick that. May as well grab all of it now. I haven't really. It needed sort of doing, but it's quite a bit actually. That's not bad. Let's stick that in there. The jobs get longer, don't they? You just come to do one job, and then like 3 other jobs arrive. Yeah, still want to do a bit more concreting on this and make it look more like our farmyard, and not just that we're pulling off the road onto some grass. It's yeah, definitely not quite how I want it to be. So I think we're also going to go through to October before we do the carrots and we may as well do the 2 harvests overlapping. So I just thought, let's get the animals fed. So it really is, I would really advise you on this one not to skip through, because a lot happens and it really is a cracking session. So Yeah, we do a lot, and it doesn't focus very much on the harvests, really. So it was more about the animals and all the rest of it. So what do we want? Yeah, exactly that. That's exactly what we want. And I know we will mix obviously as well, but this, just to get that, it always does rankle a bit that obviously your old enclosure had like mega amounts in it, and then all of a sudden they just go poof in a puff of smoke, and you've got to do this all over again. But as I frequently remind myself, game mechanics rule is king, which is both good and bad. Sometimes it can be to your benefit, and other times it can be totally to your detriment. So yeah, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. And what we'll do for now, we'll stick 120 tons of this, and then we'll mix going forwards to just to get the enclosure. Ooh, now this is going to be the same as the other one. You're never going to get that in there, are you? It's right in the middle. Somehow I don't think that's made for a tip like this, really. How are you going to do that? Well, we have a little 20-tonner that's going to do that. That's how we're going to do it. But do we stick a storage right next to this? It would be useful, wouldn't it? Or we could stick it right over here where there's wasted space. It's not. Yeah, the other reason I made the little silos, the little woods fritz, was that I did have it in mind for storage like this, where you've... Now it's going to probably get in the way of the trees. And it is no buildings, sheds, silos. Yeah, it really was. And it's not owned by you. Really? Okay, so near there it's not owned by us. It's not going to like... Yeah, because it's going to be the skirt of that, isn't it? Should be alright there, though. Wouldn't be in the way of much like that. No, we're going to have to do the trick to get rid of the... we're going to have to do the levelling trick to get rid of the great stuff that sits in there if you do B mode. Yeah. It does come in very handy, that little trick. Yes, I've used it many a time. So what? Let's do concrete gravel. I like the gravel because it makes a nice noise. Let's just do that like that. Yeah, because that's only trouble with B mode. B mode. I actually said it right. Not V mode, but B mode. Nearly. Not too far off. So then, let's stick that in there, and then we'll grab the 20-tonner and we'll just grab it out bit by bit. Yeah, so... Yeah, I made that really as for a multiple sort of uses, but mainly as silo extensions and things like that. Which I've not got it as a silo extension, it's in the silo section, but then again, a lot of other people have done the same thing themselves. So, yeah, it's... a small, inexpensive second-hand. You can see it's not exactly in the best. Yeah, it's looking a bit worn and tired, and that's exactly it. It's reclaimed. It's yeah. Let's get this done. Let's get this last job finished. It's been a bumper session. It's getting late now for me, but hey, I'm really because as I said, this has been not only the culmination of the farms, but also like my little creations. I'm quite pleased with where we're going. With like the modding and everything, and this is each of the Let's Plays has actually gave me a challenge to actually do, and I'm quite happy with the fact that it's done that. It's really been, because it sort of gives you a reason for making a mod, right? Yeah, we may as well. No, because it's not as fast as ours. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, this is a bit super. Yeah, I'm also going to get. I am going to, going forward, I would like to test my mods, obviously, because I would like to release them for everybody, and consoles, everybody. I want to do as little of script-based mods as possible, and as much so that all of those viewers and subscribers that have already, given me much, that I can give something back to them as well. So, right, let's just get this sorted. We should be on left anyway. I think it's straight down the middle. It's a beautiful enclosure, and that's what I thought. That's the other thing. I'd like to just go straight down and see what it's like, you know, actually inside. Oh, I think you've not quite got your pipe in the right place, Mr. Smith. You see, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I want to do the testing for, because I haven't. It's true, I've not quite got it in the right place. And it's, I don't want to put this to the model and then have to get it wrong, like, because of that. I want to use my mods to see. I think we could imagine we could probably go through here. I would imagine. This one? There's the milk tank. See, we're getting familiar with it already. It's a beautiful, very nice building. It is, well, it will. I'm hoping Wally Crystal brings his. I think it's straight down here. It's a bit tight for this. It's not the bestest of steerers, but imagine it's here. Yes, it is. It's a very nice building, full stop. That's right, straight down the middle. Fantastic. Yeah, so this is the last thing we'll do, and then, in fact, you know, I think that will do, really. So, yeah, we've filled our enclosure of nearly everything. We've sold the butter and everything. We've done an awful lot of work in this session, we have, and we've also not only done that, we also limed that. Just show you. I do like to show it properly so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's nothing that needs lime apart from the fact that we didn't terribly do that really well. You know, there's bits and bobs that are not so good. But yeah, apart from that, needs rolling. Right, okay, we'll have to remember that. Have we got? I don't think I've got a roller, have we? That's what we haven't got. So yes, we have been very busy, and obviously I've shown you, like, me doing this, like, directly, so yes. Yeah, I was not sure whether you could put slurry. This looks so hilarious, doesn't it, when it's not quite right. It's coming from nowhere, which... oh well, it gives me something to sort out, doesn't it, really? So yeah, I will get this fixed for next session. You know, on Zelonka, when I first did this, the pipe was too low. I got straight onto the R&D department of BI Industries, and of course, the next session they fixed it. Yeah, it's true. I've been busy trying to get all of the mods so that they are proper and good, fit for purpose and fit for everyone else as used to. So I think we'll leave it there. I will have sent the things back to the shop, and I will completely put that 60 odd tons in, and next session we'll get on with doing the other 60 tons and all the rest of it. But it's been a long session, so yeah, so I'm well pleased with where we are. It's Silo's not quite the right place, but I didn't want to take up any more field, and I didn't want to block the gate and all that type of stuff. So yes, so yeah, being as I'm gonna have to say this, because obviously, although this is the end for me recording, I have to like realise that this is the beginning of the session for you. So that's a one weird thing. I'm not sure whether that's right or wrong. So, but I suppose you would always want to put a catch-up session at the beginning so people know what to expect. But obviously, there's a lot goes on. I personally think it's one of those episodes that it's a culmination of a lot of work of all of the years we've been here. And obviously you can see the victory lap, really. I always think so. Yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of the session. Well, as the old saying goes, rain has stopped playing, but all is not lost. No, it's not. I've done it. I have. As the old saying goes, Eureka, I have done it. Right, so what I'm going to do is, let's just pop. I want to place this so it's not right on our doorstep, but I want to place this so that it is right on our doorstep. In other words, I don't want to, like, really, like, go a long way to get to this sell point that I've made. It's, I have done it, and I've tested it. So it should really be, you know, it really should work nicely, so... I believe it's in... here we go. You may recognise it a little bit, but it's... Now this has got to be done for the for the map, really. So it won't let you do it. It's got to be on land you own. So in that case, then, it is supposed to be an extension for us rather than the map. So I need it to do what I would like to do. Then I'd have to like do this. So this sort of doesn't make sense, but for once we'll go with it because I've got no other choice at present. So it will do, yeah, like a kiosk at the edge of the road, as it is supposed to be, a farmer's kiosk. It doesn't like you. I know, it's because it was literally quite close. Right, so I shouldn't have mucked around with the painting at all, but we could actually, yeah, do this. We have waited. Now, what I'm going to do is... Oh, no, I don't want to really reset this vehicle. No, I really don't. I wanted to enter the vehicle. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to leave 70 tons in storage, which we have already been paid for. So pig food, 135,000 litres. And I believe we have probably got, I think we did 235 tons. I think we did 37 and a half, but that will do nicely, because that way we can't have a cheat and it should always remain in here. So that is 112. So we want to take 42,000 litres out of there. So what we're going to do is grab that. At least I've paid for this myself, so it doesn't sort of like ruins a little, because obviously in a way then, mind you, I suppose, yeah, no, it did on the main farm. You were selling the product to yourself, which makes no sense, because we had one of those on the main farm, so it really is the same pre-rise, only on that we didn't pay for it. But yeah, I suppose it's supposed to be a bit like self-marketing, isn't it, really? So, wow, that trigger is a bit big. Oh, it is, but actually that was, yeah, what we actually thought it was, typically, but it does need shifting anyways. Right, so, yeah, I'm hoping, when is this, let's put its time up a little. There is a Fast Nights thing, and I actually, yeah, I read it afterwards. I was on Frontier and I didn't get it, and I was grumbling as you do, like, oh, there was one of these similar on FS25, but this one you can adjust, and I think I've got a section, because at the minute it is annoying, because you're like, it doesn't do what I want it to do, but it will in time. So I don't know that it speeds the nights up like I think it was, though. I don't think that's its purpose, which is what I really wanted, but hey ho, it is what it is. I crashed and burned on making a production silo, but then I realised I thought you need to make it as a production, and so I really got to go back to the drawing board with that one, and sort of tear a production to pieces and increase the storage to be that, and then basically, yeah, I know how to do it. I looked at an FS22 one, yeah, the production type cycles, because that would be quite a coup at the minute, right? So we should now, yes, no, yeah, we also need, in fact, if we grab this 22 and then grab the 40 odd tons out of that, we are actually square. We're exactly where we should be. Now going forward, I'm going to do this now that I know how to do it. I'm going to add the trigger to all of my type that do food and that have like wastage, because the wastage is going to go into pig feeders. Omatana did, and as Farmer Jeff did in FS22, which is something I always thought was right about what they did. We know it's a bit of a stretch for it to be called pig food, but it is sort of based upon the old pig swill that really pigs used to eat anything, and they did it for thousands of years until somebody said, huh, I'm missing out on the profit, so let's make this illegal, and then they've got to buy proper food. Yeah, what they mean by proper food. So if we take and fill this up to 60 odd tons, we will have taken about the right amount from this storage and leave roughly 70 tons left in. Yes, 78 tons. We'll forgo the 8 tons. So that is what is like in there forever. Or we could just set, we won't, we'll leave it in there, then we know it's fair dues. So let's sell this, and this is profit that we should have had a long time ago. I'm not sure, one time it did go over the fill limit as well, so we probably lost a bit, but I'd sooner it be, you know, like fair than unfair. You may notice that it is a different colour. Yes, quite like it. It's following the BI range colour scheme, but in a very matte colour, which I actually like. Please don't let me down after I've said I fixed this. Yeah, I was really I went straight away after doing that session, and I started to rip one of these to pieces to see if I could actually make it. It took a lot more work than it should have done, but they always do. It's never easy to change something from one thing to slightly something else. And you will see it is going up. It's going up very nicely, actually. But Pickford is worth a lot. Ooh, now that is, yes, now that is quite spectacular. That must have been on a high or something. Let's have a look at that. 1445. That's like a great demand. Oh, it's in super green though. It really is. Wow, that is amazing. Yeah, so we sold that at just the right time, and now that I have no control over. But I'm not, for once, I'm quite happy actually. That's quite a nice place to be. Right, so then, the rain has stopped, and I believe, Mr. Smith, you are now going to night time. You have got so excited about this, and we've still got work to do. Typically, you know, the amount of times I've done that in FS. Now, can we actually still do it in the morning without losing anything? Oh, yeah, easy. Yeah, no, we haven't got anything else, so it's just the... Yeah, it's just vegetables. Right, okay, we're going to go through till tomorrow. That's going to be okay for a long time. Just want to check the animals, because obviously we have gone a long time now. Slurry maxed out. Now that's a point. We did say, didn't we? We were going to put that fantastic mod down. Are we going to, like, put that other enclosure down? Wasn't that about this thing? Didn't we say we've got to do that? Literally. Haven't we really got to... They're only at 30. We haven't got a breathing room, but it is true. Of all the jobs we've got to do, that would be not a bad thing to do. Okay. Let's do this. That was unexpected, but I suppose that's my point. It's unexpected. We've got the cash to do it. That's rare. Oh, that's actually updated my picture. I was getting a bit worried. Obviously, I've been taught all that I know by... does it actually show the pictures of everything that I've added as well? Or does it just show the original things? Oils, potato... Oh, no. All productions also shows slurry. Does it show pig food? That's my point. As I've added it, does it recognise that? Oh, it does as well. It puts the icon on for it. Amazing. That's really good. So it's completely working as it should be. Now that I like. So I've done something right for the Giants' the system to recognise it. So then, let's have a look. We are going to need to say, we could do this in the morning, because we're not going to lose anything for it. So let's actually do it. Let's go through till the morning. We've just seen the animals all right. But it's going to... I know we're going to waste a bit of slurry. I know this. We could sort of be fair and just... No, let's just say it's full. As it is. That's quite... we haven't got a slurry tanker, have we? No, that although it says it has, it's not. Yeah, if you... let me show you. It's only going to take a few seconds to run across there. Now, all of our tractors are... They were all actually across the road. They are, it's true. Or next to the field. We could grab... You would be a good, safe bet. Right, let's grab this. The grass is growing nicely. Yeah, on the Newfronts here, we've just got a mixer. Not this beautiful Farasin, but it's a mixer nonetheless. So yeah, it will mix, as the name suggests. Right, we need to nudge this as well. Yeah, it's not quite right, so I need to push it on before the front wheel. That should do nicely. That's just to show this, although it says it is. The game says no, you're not. It looks like Giants have deliberately. I've done everything right. I've added the functionality of a slurry tanker to it. It looks like they've been quite strict on FS25 and basically said, no, you can either be a slurry tanker or. So I might do another one of these that is just for slurry and see if I take away the water barrel type from it, that we can then do it. So let's just see, can we grab these? I think you'll find it won't budge, but I just want to sort of show this, and also myself as well, because obviously it is intriguing. You don't know what it does unless you actually try it. Sometimes the game can still do something if, you know, it's supposed to, and it might say that it doesn't, but I think we can all see that's not actually recognising that at all. So it really is, this is not a tanker for that. It's just for, well, I mean, when I say it's just for, it's for everything else other than slurry, so it's quite good. If I might have actually removed this slurry bit from it, because I got sick and tired of it showing the error message when I loaded the game and I'm checking my mods, and well, everybody's mods really, because you're in that mode that's sort of showing all that. I didn't realise that's a bit of a corner. It's quite a large bit of land really, but we're not going to chop that beautiful tree down. Right, so we're going to lose a bit by morning, definitely, but it is what it is, and it's going to be 9 o'clock, even though it means we're losing a bit of time, but and then we shall set that going, and we'll take that 60-tonner. Oh, of course, yeah, it's doing the thingy, isn't it? Yeah. So we need to, yeah, this is what I've got to figure out. Because it, faster night means it's stretching time, which is why it's actually not. It goes, wakes you up at 6 o'clock in the morning as well, which is a little bit annoying. But again, you can adjust this. It's just, it's my fault for not understanding how it actually, oh, okay, well that did work till 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh, big leasing costs. Oh, the vegetable, no, not vegetable planter. Oh, the header, which we can actually return. We can, yeah. Fantastic. That is it, yeah. I was going to say, I really didn't think we should be, what is in the sales this morning? Still just the Dordstone. So later on, it may be that actually does something else. Now then, we know we've got to courseplay this. So I'm going to very briefly stop the cameras. Oh yeah, no, we did have the wrong header on. We're going to get our nice, beautiful header on now. The one that actually looks like you've got to carry on with the liming as well. I'm going to go into a time lapse because this is going to be a bit of a monster. But within the time lapse, I am going to. Yeah, we're going to do the animal enclosure too, really. Why have we only got 152 when we had 150 anyway? Oh, leasing costs, costs of loans, things like that. Right, so then, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. class that as quite a victory. I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was the selling of the old enclosure that really helped. But yeah, with the, I mean, we've been waiting for months for and we knew the mozzarella was brilliant. We obviously, so that was brilliant too. So it sort of like a culmination of a lot of sort of months of work, but also it's not finished yet. That was the beginning. I'm Yes, this has got, I told you, this is well made. It's, yeah, so Matana doesn't store liquids. I based mine upon the Royal Christie one with the inbuilt tanks. So yeah, we've got special tanks built in ours. So it's a little bit special. We're going to do that that field and hopefully get through to the. At some point, couldn't we actually go through till October? Sorry, literally with the carrots. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I don't particularly care, so we could go through so that we can do our sunflowers next month too, because they should be ready as well. And then we could do the 2 harvests is what I'm thinking. So let's get out of the way of the plough, or we might get ploughed. It sort of jackknives a little bit too easily, but I think it's because really it's 60 odd tons. It is a lot, and it isn't not a baby tractor, but it's a chugger. I did always say that, but it's beautiful. I do love it. But what I mean is, I think that's why it's struggling a little. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. Let's also remember we are getting into good habits, and we're not selling all. Oh, that's not what I meant to do at all. But so we will do that though. That is not a bad idea. I really meant to do. Yeah, change that to storing. I mean, the butter was the piece de la resistance. That was quite amazing. We've only got three and an odd tons. Yeah, let me just do my little trick. Now then, the one thing I really missed, and it's surprising how little things please small minds like myself. I really missed the switching on and off of the the zone markers an awful lot, and I thought, oh, I really miss that button. I thought, I've been a gamer all my life. When I used to play Final Fantasy 11 in my younger days with my family, we used to have macros. Why don't we just grab a macro program and just record a macro for opening the thing quickly and switching it off, and closing it quickly, opening it again and switching it on. I thought, switch it on, switch it off, whilst we wait for a mod like that to arrive. And if it doesn't, then we've got a solution. And there you go. That was it. You don't want to know how long it took me to. We used to, in my heyday, me and my daughter and my son, we used to play Final Fantasy, and we used to make macros in 2 minutes solid. But it did have them built into the actual the game. It was deliberately done like that. You used to have macros for everything, combos and all sorts of things. The signs of a misspent youth. So yes, we've sold the Omatana one as well, because obviously we're going to have to rip that field to pieces again, the grass field, and rejig it, because it's now totally wrong again. But it's not really taken too much. Let's have a quick look, a victory lap on in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say goodbye, and then we're going to do what do we do this session where I'll do that. I've got to get out of the habit of doing it within the session and then repeating it in the bit. So yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.